Okay. Hey, Jeff, welcome. It's Amy Frelinger here with Douglas Elliman, Realtor in Los Angeles. And my wonderful guest is Jeff DeLarme of DeLarme Wealth Management and Raymond James. Thanks for
Hey,
joining
Amy.
me. Good to see you. We are in the middle of January 2021, having gotten through our pandemic year. How's it been for you? What are you seeing in terms of trends?
I'm certainly excited to be in 2021 and have 2020 behind us. And it was a tough year for a lot of people. And, as far as the markets are concerned, what we're starting to see is this shift away from the tech giants, the big tech companies that we all use and have embraced quite a bit more than ever during work from home and endless, streaming. And we're starting to see a shift away from some of those companies into other parts of the markets, different types of companies, smaller companies, international companies, starting to really turn a little bit stronger. And I think that's one shift that we've already started to see play out. It'll be interesting to see where it ends up. But that's the first thing that I'm seeing from a market perspective.
And from real estate, we too adopted a lot more technology. I'm doing all my buyer and seller consultations via Zoom. People aren't doing open houses anymore. You're not going in to see houses. You now have to verify that you're not COVID positive and all kinds of things that we never could have imagined. So that has been a really interesting transition from 2020 to 2021. And I think it'll continue going forward. You too, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think they talk about this as being the new normal. And I think that, I think a lot of this is here to stay. But I think that there are reasons to be optimistic for 2021, as long as you keep a kind of a cool head about yourself.
Yeah. I wanted to kind of share a couple of trends that I've been seeing in 2020 that are carrying into 2021, and I think will impact. We talk about my market, your market, so
Yep.
my real estate market and your financial market. So a couple of the things that I wanted to share with you are that we saw a lot of home improvement this year. A lot of people are bound home and they finally finished that backyard they were threatening to do, or finally did stuff at the house. General contractors have been booming. Supplies have been delayed in delivery because everybody's sending things home via, Amazon or some other delivery service. So that's been a trend. Lots of home improvement, a lot of relocation. I've had a lot of clients that are either millennials getting their first house, getting help from another generation, parents or grandparents with the down payment, and then also relocating because baby boomers are, getting to that retirement age and they're downsizing, getting the equity out of their houses and moving forward. So that was a big trend that I saw. And then the work from home, last thing would be I need more space. I need a place for myself, my partner, and my kid to all work or school from home. How about you for trends?
Makes sense. So I think one thing that has always been a trend in the market, but it was really exacerbated in 2020, and we're seeing it go right into 2021, is this, there's no shortage of forecasters out there telling you what's going to happen next. And I wrote a piece about this on my website called The Folly of Forecasting back in September of last year. And through no fault of their own, it's not necessarily malicious, but there are people out there telling you what's going to come next or what they think is going to come next. And there's this 24/7 news stream of headlines of the market's going to go up or the market's going to go down. And I just think that investors need to take a step back in any market environment, especially this one, and just make sure that they're making the right decisions for their situation based on a well thought out plan, and kind of be skeptical of everything that you're reading in terms of headlines, because there's a lot of people out there that are trying to instill fear or get you to take action, based on what's going on in the market or the economy. And so I don't think we're going to see that slow down anymore in the future.
Interesting. And in parallel, in my market, you're seeing a lot. I'm getting a lot of messaging of, don't use a realtor. It doesn't matter. You can sell this by yourself. You don't have to fix it up. You don't have to open your house. I'll just buy it from you. Don't bother with any professional guidance. And that can cost you thousands, if not tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. So that is definitely something, conversation about charging less, not coming on the market. So that's a warning. Yeah. Anything else on your end?
Sometimes you learn the hard way, and hopefully you don't learn the hard way, but sometimes you learn the hard way that you get what you pay for. And And I certainly try to add value, and I know you do too. So hopefully people out there, if they're doing it themselves, they're at least thinking about getting some assistance professionally.
And can I close with one clever trend that I've seen this year that you
Yeah,
might
go
not be
for it.
aware of? Millennials, more than ever, are buying houses for their dogs. Have you heard this?
I have not. And
So even before you get married, before you have kids, there are a lot of millennials that are saying either we're coupling up and we want to get a house, or we want a house for our dog and we want a yard. So I think that's kind of a light note to end this on, is that millennials getting houses for their dogs are competing in multiple offers to win it. So
it's a crazy world.
it
But
is. But I hope that you have a great 2021. Thank you for taking this time, and stay well and be healthy.
thanks to you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thanks, Jeff.
Bye.
Bye.